Hey guys, so I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about your AP Calculus BC exam. So hopefully you know by now that your exam is this coming up Tuesday, May 12th, and it will be at 2 p.m. So I'm just going to go over some details so you'll feel a little more comfortable when it gets to exam time. So first thing that I want you to do right now, so if you have not done this with another one of your classes, I want you to do this now, so pause the video. So there is a demo exam. So what you need is, I'm going to recommend that you do your exam either on your smartphone or if you have a tablet like an iPad. You are just going to need to write your answers on paper. It will be way too complicated to try to type up your answers with the amount of time that you have. So you're going to need to be able to write your answer on a piece of paper and take a picture of it. So you need a device that will allow you to take a picture of whatever piece of paper that you have. So what you need to do right now, whichever device that you want to use for the exam, you need to take that device. If you have Google Chrome on the device, that would be the best option. Firefox and Safari will work, but you cannot use Internet Explorer. So if you will go to this website right here, the AP 2020 exam demo.collegeboard.org, and it will ask you, it will look exactly like it's going to look on exam day. It'll tell you to just put in, I think it says practice or something for the exam code, but it will let you practice taking pictures. It will let you practice submitting them. It will look like the exam where the timer will be at the bottom. So you want to make sure that you do this, and you want to make sure you do this maybe a couple of times before the exam so you are comfortable with how your exam is going to look on that device, okay? So if you're using other devices for other classes, you might want to try those out too as well. I'm sure your other teachers will tell you that. But you make sure that you do this. All right, once you've done that, you will receive an e-ticket. Okay, the e-ticket is like your pass to take the test. You will get the e-ticket 2 days before your exam. So because our exam is on Tuesday, you will get this e-ticket on Sunday. It will come to your email, so the email address that you have with College Board. If for some reason you haven't been getting emails from College Board, I'll talk about that at the end, but it will also be in your College Board account. So if you log on to College Board, your e-ticket will be there. So you will need this e-ticket to take the test. So print it off or write down whatever the information is on it, but you need to have that for your test. And then that e-ticket will also be the way that you can check your score in July. Scores are coming out a little later this year, so around July 15th we'll get the scores, but you will need the e-ticket for that. So 2 days before your test, so on Sunday you should have your e-ticket. Okay, so once again, I am highly recommending that you do your exam on a smartphone or tablet. So the way it's going to look, and if you do the demo, you will see this. It will display the test question. So you may need to scroll down within a question. So think about our calculus questions. Most of them are not going to fit on one little screen. So you may have to scroll. The timer will be at the bottom of the screen. And then the reason you're using the smartphone or the tablet is because you're going to take pictures of your work, and then you will be able to submit these photos on your smartphone or tablet. So for your handwritten work, so you are going to need white paper. It can be notebook paper with lines, or it can be plain copy paper, but white paper, that's normal size piece of paper. At the top of every page that you're going to submit, you have to put your AP ID, your initials, and you have to label the page numbers, okay? You can get up to 5 pages per question. So what I would recommend doing is before Tuesday when you take your test, get yourself 10 pieces of paper because you're going to have 2 exam questions. 10 pieces of paper. On the first 5, you're going to put your AP ID, your initials, page 1, and the next one, page 2. Go all the way up to page 5. That'll be for your first exam question. And then you'll have 5 more pages for that second exam question. That way, on exam day, you don't even have to think about what needs to be on your paper or how many pages you get to use and all that stuff. So have that ready to go. Okay, so once again, you get 5 pages max per each question. There will be 2 questions on the exam. At the top of every single page has to be your AP ID, your initials, and your page number. Pages 1 through 5. And it has to be white paper. You can write in pencil or blue or black pen. Okay, so I'll kind of go over this in a second, but whenever the timer gets to 5 minutes remaining, that's when you need to stop working. You need to start taking pictures of your work and you need to submit. Okay, so it does say that the timer will turn red when it gets to 5 minutes. So at 5 minutes, that's when you need to take a photo and start submitting your work. You do need to take your photo in vertical orientation, so not landscape. When you take your photos, you will only be putting one page per photo. So if you use all 5 pages for that one exam question, you're going to have 5 different pictures. And it'll let you practice this on the demo, but whenever you take your pictures, it'll say take the picture, and then you'll take another picture. You'll take all 5 photos before you ever hit submit. So before you hit that submit button, make sure you have all your pages uploaded, okay? And like at the bottom, prepare your paper before the test day. All right, so what you should have ready before you get ready to take the exam on exam day. So you're gonna need your e-ticket. Remember, you'll get that on Sunday. This exam day checklist, I will go over that at the end. This is something that if you don't have a printer, it's not a big deal. You don't really need it. But this just kind of goes over everything I'm saying so you can make sure you're prepared. So I'll go over that at the end of this PowerPoint. You need your AP ID number. Okay, though we're gonna ask you that when you log on. You need your white paper already labeled with your AP ID, initials, and page number. You need your smartphone or tablet, make sure it's charged. You need internet connection. So calculator, guys, calculator is not required for this exam. They're not going to ask you to do anything that you would need to do on a graphing calculator. But I know some of you, when it gets to like simple calculations like fractions or decimals, you do not have to simplify, but it may make you feel more comfortable if you can actually get an answer. So even if it's just a simple calculator, that I would just have it beside of you just so you're prepared, okay? Just so it will make you feel better that you have your calculator there. And then you can use your notes on the exam. So have yourself a study sheet. Some of the study sheets, like reviews that we've done, like make yourself a study sheet of important formulas, um, even example problems. If you've been watching the videos from College Board, they went over stuff there. They have the handouts that you could print out or write down. It does say that you can also use your notes on a digital platform. So if you could have your notes pulled up on the computer, but guys, remember, you do not have a lot of time. So you need to have everything organized and ready to go so that when it's time for the exam, you know exactly where everything is. All right, so for the exam day, you need to check in 30 minutes before the start time. So your exam is at 2 p.m., so you need to get your smartphone, tablet, whatever you're using, ready to go at 1:30, and you need to log on. They're going to ask you some security questions, and you want to make sure you have all that done before the actual exam starts at 2. So 30 minutes before, so at 1:30 is when you need to be sitting down ready to go in your exam. And that is on Tuesday, May 12th. So you will have 2 exam questions. The first free response question will be 30 minutes long. You will take the first 25 minutes to actually answer the questions, and then remember, the last 5 minutes is when you're going to take your pictures and submit. Then you're going to have your second free response question. It will have a total of 20 minutes. The first 15 minutes you will answer the questions, and then the last 5 minutes you're taking pictures and submitting. So guys, think about our free response questions that you've seen all year. So they're going to have multiple parts, okay? So just make sure you keep them organized and make sure you do all the parts. The timer will be at the bottom of the screen. If you do not finish, it's okay, okay? Don't not submit because you didn't finish. So do as much as you can in the time that you have allotted, but when it gets to 5 minutes left, submit what you have, okay? You can still pass without answering all the parts. So just do your best. Okay, so things that could go wrong during the test. So if you accidentally close your browser, or if your device loses internet connection, it is okay. All you have to do is you're just going to use your e-ticket and it will let you return to the exam, okay? A tip is don't refresh your browser during the exam, and then don't try to call College Board during your exam. They won't answer. You will go to some voicemail and you're just going to waste time. I will talk about makeup exam. If something happens and you just lose internet for the whole 30 minutes, there is a way that you can take the makeup exam. So don't stress too much. Like, don't get on the exam. Just let me know if something happens and we'll get you where you need to go for the makeup test. Okay, so exam security. So guys, because this is a at-home test, they're going to be very, very, very picky on exam security and making sure people aren't sharing answers, plagiarism. Since we're not really doing like writing and stuff, that's not a big a deal, but they will be looking for plagiarism. They have a detection software. And then something that is different this year is I will be receiving your answers. So whatever you submit, I will get. Um, so just keep that in mind. If you violate any of the exam security, they will report your name to college admissions and your exam scores will be canceled. So guys, take your test by yourself, use your notes, get the grade that you deserve, okay? End of story. All right, makeup testing. So guys, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you take the test on Tuesday, May 12th. A lot of times, and they even said this in our calculus meeting that we had, the makeup test, they make it more challenging than the original. Okay, they do that every year. So try to take it on the original day. If for some reason you absolutely can't take the test, you get sick, one of your family members gets sick, something happens, the makeup test for calculus is on Monday, June 1st at 4 p.m. Okay, if you have an issue on the exam day that prevents you from testing successfully, so like I said, if your internet goes out for 30 minutes and you can't do the test, you'll submit what's called an AP makeup testing request. It has to be done within 48 hours, and that will request to get your makeup test. So as if something happens on test day, let me know so I can help you get this makeup testing request. And just keep in mind that running out of time, just because you were working so hard and you ran out of time, is not a valid reason for a makeup test. Okay, so stick with the time, 5 minutes, you're going to post your answers. Okay, so this came from College Board. So some people weren't getting emails. So guys, if you maybe you should do this soon if you're not getting the email. So if you sign into your My AP, so there's the website, just confirm your email address and make sure it's going to a personal email address. And then in your subscriptions, you can confirm that have check the box to receive updates from College Board. And then in your actual email, if you're not getting College Board emails, if you put a new contact as that College Board email address, that will make sure that you're getting your emails. So just remember, if for some reason you don't get an email, it's okay. Everything will be at this My AP that you need. So your e-ticket, which is essentially what you need. Okay, last thing, good luck, guys. So guys, you have been a great group of students to teach. I know this is not how you wanted the year to end. This is not how I wanted the year to end, but it is what it is. You all have the potential to get a 3, 4, 5. I want you to think back to your exam that you took in December, or sorry, I guess it was January, for your AP Calculus AB exam that you took for me, and you guys did excellent. Some of you that got 2s were so close to a 3. So I have a feeling they're going to be, maybe grading a little on your side this year. So take the exam, take your time, use your notes, just do your best, and even if for some reason you don't pass, at least you know that you will be prepared for calculus when you get to college because you've had so much experience with the calculus course. So please let me know if you have any questions. I will be sending out a Google form for you to fill out just so I know you know this information and that you are ready to go on Tuesday. So have a good day.